This is Greg Dorsching, and I'm here to invite you to join me. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a three-part series that walks you through the different levels of recruiting. We're going to start with kind of the young apprentice approach to recruiting. Then we're going to become masters, and finally we're going to become the true Yoda of recruiting. So this first part in August, we're going to focus on going old school for new school success. Because if you look back 25 years ago, when I first got into recruiting, if you were a top producer, you were doing over $200,000 in gross production. Okay, in, I should say, net billings. Well, here we are 25 years later, and people haven't doubled and tripled that number, even though we've certainly doubled and tripled the technology we have access to as recruiters. So why is that? It's because we've lost some of the fundamental things that make recruiters successful. So we're going to talk about those core elements. We're going to talk about how to organize and prioritize your desk. We're going to talk about how to tell a truly great recruiting story. What candidates are actually listening for when a recruiter calls them. And finally, how to roll that all into comfortable cold call recruiting. That we need to become headhunters a little bit. And I know that people have always said that's a bad thing. We shouldn't think of ourselves as headhunters. And maybe that's true. But we need to have that mentality. We need to be able to go out and hunt up old candidates again. And more importantly, hunt up new candidates for our future. So please join me in August for the first part of this series. And then I hope to see you again in September and October for part 2 and part 3. Talk to you soon.